Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Welcome to the world, everybody. I'ma paint you black and white. I'ma make you hate each other so that everyone will fight. I'ma give you all religion, let the righteous find the light. But I will also give you science to oppose the word of Christ. And I'ma give you borders, they're imaginary lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies. And I'ma give you money that you'll value more than life. And let the 1% have everything while you fight to survive. And then I'll give you politics, I'll call it left and right. And while you divide yourselves, I will conquer both the sides. Can't you see? I'm the system, my whole purpose is to...
Forgive me if my comments are not Christ-like. I think now, more than ever, everyone should recognize that Democrats are not our friends. I listened for the last 3 days that Democrats, Sam McKinsey, Chisholm, Parkinson, trash us as racist. I've never had anybody call me a racist. And for the last 3 days, all I have heard from them is how this is the most racist place for one of these white supremacists. Good Lord, we have to realize they are not our friends. They can smile at me, that doesn't mean I can't be polite to them, but they are not our friends. They destroy the republic and the foundation of who we are, or we preserve it. That is the reality where we are right now. And if these last 3 days have not proven that, you need to find a new job. There's never been a more important time for us to be unified. There's 75 of us. Let them call the names that are called. And we need to move forward. We need to pass the gun bill. We need to pass the pronoun bill, wherever Mark is. Man, we do not slow down because of their traps. We can't. The only way we move forward with some sort of unity is to call out what happened on the House floor the other night. I feel like we were hung out to dry by a couple of members. And Jody, I'm just going to say it here because you signed a letter. You straight up came to me and said you were 100% where I was. And you went on the House floor and you did the opposite. Man, you hung us out to dry. And I like you personally. This is not personal. And if Brian Terry was here, I'd say the same thing to him. This would have been bad anyway, but dear God, we brought the racism into it because you didn't stay with us. But I need to know, and I don't want to hear why there wasn't a preponderance of evidence and an attorney. I need to know why you flipped your vote at the last minute. You didn't let them know beforehand. Giving Johnny a 15-minute heads up doesn't cut it. And if Brian Terry is here, I want to hear from him too. I have to know.
We're going to keep the staff out. This is the place to say it. I haven't lied to anybody. Not one time. It pisses me off to suggest that I have. And some of my friends in here suggested that I lied. And that's bullcrap. I walked into that room to vote to expel all 3 of them, just like all y'all. And the letter that I sent to the speaker, it says exactly what it says. Throw the book at it. Everything you got. It doesn't say expulsion. It's not in there. But it doesn't matter. I was ready. I was ready. I was walked into that room ready to vote before we ever started on Jones. I got a list of questions from Johnny Garrett. Johnny says, you're on the list that the speaker has to ask questions. Sat there through Jones, made notes. I went to Johnny and said, Johnny, can I go off script? Johnny says, yeah, go for it. The speaker never called me. We voted. I hit the green vote because that's what I'm there for. Then we get into the floor again, and immediately the questions start coming up about the resolution. I know what she did. I know that she did break the rules. And I know that she deserves to be expelled. We got to do it right. And that wasn't right. While this is going on, Reader came to my desk and said, hey, you think we're doing good? I said, no. We haven't established the case. Gino's had 2 cracks at her, and the only thing he's established is that she stood at the well. That's it. He didn't fix any of the problems with the resolution. He didn't establish that she'd been here 10 years or 12 years and do the rules better than others did. Why were we still in session? Because we're in between bills. Why did you get gavelled out of order? Because the speaker had to get order. Was disorderly conduct and caused chaos in this whole place. That line of questioning is exactly what I told the leader I needed to ask, because we don't have it right now. He didn't sit there and say, you need to vote yes anyway. He didn't whip my vote. He walked off. He didn't go to the speaker and tell the speaker to call on me. So if you're all going to come all at me and single me out, and only 3 of y'all call me this weekend to check on me, I'm going to defend myself. I told leadership what was going on. I told them I had problems. I had questions. I had a plan to fix it. When the question got called, I went to Johnny. I said, John, do we have the votes? He said, well, nobody else changes their vote. We should be fine. Why are you not going to vote yes? And I explained it. And I went back to my desk, and I sat there and had my internal debate on what to do. When the bell rings, I'm concerned that I'm going to vote yes on a resolution that I know is wrong. We didn't establish that she did all that other stuff. All we established is she walked from there to there. As much as I hate to get John Ray credit for anything, the smartest thing he said the whole season I've been up here. Darren Jernigan in the back of the room says, we can't vote on a resolution that's totally drafted. And he's right. It's more that we were screwing it up and put my name on something that I knew that was going to be in the annals of history as being wrong. No different than some Democrat that's going to be on a jury for Donald Trump and vote to convict him even though they know it's a Soviet attack. This resolution's got copy and pasted. All they changed was the name. She didn't do the things that were in the resolution.
I said, oh, great, Mr. Speaker, have you on the list? You said, yes. Then I walked away your desk, never dreaming that you were voting no. I just thought you had some other questions that were going to deal with the case. And I didn't mean to let you walk off without getting additional information. I didn't take it that you were filling Roxagena at that time, but I knew you had some questions. I mean, to sign a letter, and then for the other 65 of us to all think it's the right thing, I get that you feel strong enough. I mean, at this point, do you feel strong? I mean, you did the right thing, or is there any party that feels bad about that the rest of us got hung out to dry?
1,000% I did the right thing. I went back and watched it. I watched the video.
Bottom line is, you went into that chamber, we had a slim vote count, you went into that chamber, you were a yes. And you straight up asked me, are you 100% where I am? And I said, I'm all three expelling no matter what. You said, we're in the same spot. It hung us out to dry. One vote. And if Terry was here, I'd do the same thing to him.
We had the jury already. This obviously wasn't a trial, but I knew every single one of your vote counts. I knew that we did not have to convince you all. When you came up to me about 2 minutes left of Gloria's final closing and said we didn't do it, I was shocked. In my humble opinion, her, by moving from her desk to the well without decision, without being recognized, was enough for me to figure out how I was going to get off expulsion. So I was taken back. I was also taken back that you wanted to ask a question, that would make a difference. It's going to take some time for all of us to digest your reasoning to Pearson. I wanted to tell him protesting from the middle of the well is a one-way conversation. No legislation in the history of the world has ever been passed under protest. It's always a two-way conversation. And that's been lost. And they reduced each and every one of us, including each and every one of our constituents, to sometimes a simple protest. And so that to me was paramount of what all three of them did by virtue of that simple walk from Gloria's desk to the middle of the well without that permission, really regardless of what the resolutions did say. I think we do understand how important we all are when a hot vote is like it was, and then you change. Surprise is one of the difficult things to deal with. There's going to have to be, I think, some time before there's probably some trust reestablished. If I would have known that I had to convince you all, I think Gino, I think Farmer, I think others that we thought about that process would have been handled a whole lot differently. That's where the element of surprise has had to got to be removed. Because that surprised me. But all of a sudden we had to convince the members after we had asked them so much where they were on this.
I've taken positions up here against leadership. If you believe Gloria's resolution was wrong, you have the right to file an amendment and go talk to leadership. I think the problem I'm having is if we don't stick together, if you don't believe we're at war for our republic, with all love and respect to you, you need a different job. The left wants Tennessee so bad because if they get us, the Southeast falls. And it's game over for the republic. This is not a neighborhood social gathering. We are fighting for the republic of our country right now. And the world is staring at us. Are we going to stand on our ground? I've gotten multiple phone calls from other representatives going, we sure hope you guys stand up. Because maybe you'll give us the courage to stand up and push back against what's going to destroy our republic. You should have told leadership ahead of time if you had a doubt. My God, when you change your mind, you should have been screaming in the speaker's ear going, I'm a no-vote. How does that affect your vote? If Brian Terry was standing here, I would be telling Brian Terry, you should have went to the speaker and said, I'm changing my vote. And if it put it to 65, somebody would have taken you behind the dais and explained to you why this is an important vote. It would have given us the opportunity to not throw the rest of us under the bus. I've been called a racist, a misogynist, a white supremacist more in the last 2 months of my life than I had my entire life. By golly, I'm biting my tongue. But I'm telling you, Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, the days are rare and thin right now. And I'm going to have to swallow this to see Mr. Jones back up here walking these hallowed halls that the greats of Tennessee stood in and watched them disrespect this state that I chose to move to. By golly, it's got to stop. I'm sorry for getting angry here. My father was D-Day +4, and he fought for this freaking country, and many of his friends died. You got to do what's right. Even if you think it might be wrong, you got to do what's right. And you got to protect this freaking republic here in Tennessee, or you know what? Let's all go to hell home. I'm getting freaking gray hair sitting here listening to this bullshit. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm getting sick of this. Do the right thing for the people of Tennessee, and we'll come out smelling like a rose. Fight for the people of Tennessee.